Hey guys, so for my political analysis paper, I chose to focus on the Foster Care Independence Act of 1999. For this, I'll be talking a little bit about the background, so what foster care is, the problem which caused the act to come about, a description of the policy, followed by a brief policy analysis, and I'll end with a little viewpoint and outcome of the act itself. So to begin, foster care is basically an alternative care given to parents who feel that they can't care for their children. It's also seen as a service for victims of child abuse, and unfortunately, more than half of the foster care children are placed because of this problem. Children are also placed in foster care because of the conditions or absence of parents. So when it comes to the problem which caused this act to come about, unfortunately, although the desired outcome for foster children is to reunite them with their biological parents who can care for them, that's unfortunately not the case a lot of the time. From much research, we have come to find that adolescents in foster care are unfortunately at a very high risk for homelessness. They also have difficulty securing housing after they age out of the foster care system. And although other services exist and have existed before this, they came up short when it came to helping the community that was in need, so foster kids that were in need. So a little bit about the policy itself. It was established by a man named John H. Chaff of the Foster Care Independence Program in November of 1999. And it was named after the senator who sponsored the bill. When it was proposed, it received a lot of mixed emotions from the House and the Senate, and it was honestly not expected to work. But in 1999, President Clinton signed this act into law. After that, the Foster Care Independence Living Act provided funding for education and employment services for children who were aging out of foster care. This act has expanded the provisions for independent living programs by doubling the allotment for these programs. So, for example, they have doubled in their state, and the state has matched the funding by 20%. This act has also allowed for more flexibility in providing independent services to such communities. A little bit of an analysis. It's considered an improving independent living program, which revises a program of grants to states for independent living, and it helps provide education, training, employment services, and financial support for those foster care children between the ages of 16 and 18 leaving foster care and going into independent living. So overall, studies have found that just basic classroom skills is not enough to help these kids. It doesn't fully get them out of these things of homelessness and out of these cycles. Along with classroom-based skill learning, these services are required, and without these services, a lot of these foster children will become homeless. So it has been found that the combination of skill-based learning along with services has proven to be effective.